And space tough to come by there, so he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. 3rd down here.
8 yards to go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Purdy. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now. 2nd is short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
After the run, Goff going to throw. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 63 yards. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Well, now how about this return? And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
It's a gain of 3.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 79 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. McCaffrey running up the middle. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 1. Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards.
Let's just call it, as we just saw right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Purdy now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, it was so close. That close to the first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket.
You don't want that 3, huh?
Right now, no field goal here.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand.
It came about the end zone, man.
Ready to
And
kick
then
off their
did,
next
too.
drive. Well, partner,
I appreciate
coaches always
that.
say
Shit.
that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
7-yard line.
Goff.
Dang it.
Safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do, is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't. But for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off. Beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
It's a gain of 18. And the 49ers first down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Good catch. Good catch.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Come on, defense.
Gain there of 30 big ones.
So when we're watching a football
It was
game,
tight.
we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there.
Bang.
Shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
That's me. I don't know who be jumping outside, man. Shit.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Good defense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try to through contact and short of the sticks.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the
rush coming, and he's taken down. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession.
After all them drop interception by time.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here.
And he really shouldn't even picked it, man. With 4 down. Damn.
Defensively, and you just see him get in the right
Niggas
position
be killing me. They want to pick the ball, man. That's Madden for you.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with good starting
Awesome yardage.
and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Good defense.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to throw, Goff. Good effort there, trying to take a shot. Third down. Right where this set down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Goff now looks to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he is caught. And
I tell you.
before getting this inside the 30. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
What they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage,
That's all I need is a good block.
to take some shots downfield.
It's 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Pat the 60. Go.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
I guess sounds like
Second down and 3.
8 of 7 brings up second and 3.
I'm not sure I can actually go with them chicken
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down
I don't know.
they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Yeah, you can do salad.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown in the second half score against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Loss of 4 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. And the pressure here on 3rd down. Fourth down coming up.
Empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline.
I refuse to go out there though with them. I want them.
Come on, man.
Free play.
Right.
Find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Lions 21, 49ers 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 170 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now it's gone. Yeah, he was not able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, gone. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they elect to decline it.
Why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Give me some more of them pecans. Some of them. Give me some more of them things.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is worth through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Gibbs straight ahead. Able to power through. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more
That big ass hand, I don't know.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
Not that funny. You sweep on that shit.
Goff now to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Detroit Lions, 1st down.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs. Stay on the field, run, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Point after looking down the middle. And that will make this an 18-point game.
That's how you want to look at me. They're talking about you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
She told me, you said I was dying. Shit, no, this thing came out. I would have not come on my feet. But that's why I could touch that thing.
And a good return until he stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
But she needs to lose something. I'm bad this shit. I haven't told you something. I'll do this shit.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I looked at repeat that Kansas defense, they were very frustrated after being 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle for losing in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Purdy looking to throw.
No, he ain't hold it. Good catch. Good catch. Good catch.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10.
Mine too, I see.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Good play.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And the 49ers first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Should have burned him.
Same result, it's Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use
This nigga ain't blocking for me.
Running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
Throwing now. Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
a gain of 12 yards. And the Lions first down.
After the run, Goff going to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Absolutely. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Obama. Hey, lift. We're good.
Goff throwing again. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
Hey, oh.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
76. Hold on. Check. 11. 2 for 1.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Here's Purdy to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Give me that, man.
Intercepted, and that should do it. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down. First and 10.
See you trying to get over there, shit. What?
So
Let's switch on the other dude trying to get over there, boy.
Outside the red zone.
180. Go, 12. Go. Jester. Louis. Tiger. Is that?
Goff going to throw it.
Touchdown.
And he bats it away, and it
Hey,
falls down incomplete.
Yeah, man, bad. Oh, man.
Coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Hey, kill. 12. DC. 76. Tell him. 76. Orange. Is that?
From the gun, here's Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
I don't like that little route. That ain't going deep enough.
That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Hey, Cap. Super 1. Super 180. Super 66. Merlin. 14. 11. Ric Flair.
To the air again. Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.